The time for new cards. Are you guys excited? We're going to be revealing 11. That's right, 11, not 10. How many, Redbeard?
11. Now let's get to show on the road.
That's right, 11 new cards. Just two things real quick before we start. I know Chad will start spamming too much talking Resident Sleeper soon. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it.
Just while I'm talking, they'll probably be really excited.
First thing, before you follow this channel, you don't even really have to follow this channel. Make sure you give Redbeard's channell a follow. Just a little backstory. When Blizzard contacted us with the opportunity to do this, they're like, the one thing, you know, we'd love for you guys to do a co-op stream, give you some cards. The one thing is we can only put one stream on the website. And I was like, okay, Redbeard, we should flip a coin or, you know, do something, make it fair because it's a huge opportunity. And he was like, nah, it's okay. We'll do it on your channel. I'm like, are you sure? Like, it's a big deal, man. It's a really big deal. And he's like, yeah, all these, oh no, Dreads, this is better for this reason. The truth is just really nice guy. So please give him a follow for me.
Sound like that though.
You did sound like that, but it was in a very nice way. Second thing, just a little background of what we have set up here. Fractured in Redbeard Valley. So what we're gonna do at the end of the reveal, you guys are gonna say which of the sides you agree with more. You know, if you feel like there takes more. Whether you're for the Alliance, my side, or for the Horde, Redbeard side. Don't make the wrong choice, okay? I can go in there and check what you guys voted for. I can't really do that, but anyhow. So that's the two things. All right, are you, Redbeard, are you awake still over there?
Yeah. You got the first card, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
but I just want to make sure you're ready to go.
Yeah, I'm ready. Everybody's rooting for the Horde, though. I see that.
That can't be true. All right, I need more for the Alliances before we start. This is okay, right? I need to see at least like 3 or 4 for the Alliances before I can start. I need to feel like I'm in a safe place. Okay. We got a few. All right, guys. I'm going to start. I feel like when it comes to Arena, you talk about Arena's history. There's only one class that you'd want to start with, right? Because I mean, you think about all the powerful cards, Flame Strike, Firelands Portal in the history of Hearthstone Arena. Number 1, Amplified Snow Flurry. This is a 2-mana 2/3 elemental. Battle Cry, your next hero power costs 0 and freezes the target. And just well, the first thing I thought of when I saw this card is just kind of how far we've come. So just for reference here, if you go back to back in time to, was this Ruskan's Rumble, I think, right, Redbeard? Is that
Ruskan's Rumble?
So. Yeah.
Good call.
So we had cards like this, Waterboy. So 2-mana 2/1, Battle Cry, your next hero power this turn costs 0, right? So that's one big thing about these cards now. The fact that you can bank the hero power is a huge deal, at least for Arena. I'm assuming for Constructed as well. So even Arena, like with this card, you can ping, if you have 4 mana and you don't have other plays, you can ping, then play it and just save the hero power. So at least from an Arena point of view, this card is insane. Really, really, really good. Just the free hero power would make it really good, but also freezing. Pretty nuts. What do you think, buddy?
I mean, yeah, it looks great. Anytime you have a River Croc with the upside, it's always going to be pretty much, you know, I still draft River Crocs. I drafted a River Croc yesterday. This card is just going to be just an automatic pick when you need a 2. The art's beautiful. It's an elemental, so you can get an elemental synergy. So, you know, depending on how things are structured, different sets come back where elementals are better. Like this card will be even better than it looks.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. It looks beautiful. Also, this is the one that I feel like they kind of modeled to make it look a little like me, a little bit.
It looks nothing like you. But that's okay. That's okay. Anyhow, I was going to say, I also think 2-drops feel like they haven't gone up in power level quite as much as 3-drops. Like there obviously are some strong ones that they've printed, but I think you guys are going to see we got this is the first of a couple pretty strong 2-drops that are coming, which I think for Arena is really cool because you end up drafting a lot of 2s, so when they have powerful effects attached, it's pretty sweet. Yeah, okay, one thing we have to do, Redbeard. Full disclosure, guys, when it comes to constructed prowess, Redbeard and I may not be Bunny Hopper or whoever else you might look to for your constructed prowess. So I'm going to go with this card could be good and constructed because they're pushing a hero power archetype with like the hero card. They're pushing freeze archetype a little bit. Maybe you could combo this with snap freeze. Huh? Right? Crazy? No? Huh? Minion mage kicked up? Okay, that's where I'm going. What about you, buddy? Give me your constructed take.
My constructed take, I'm going to run this in big mage with all the big spells, and I'm going to freeze them. I'm going to get an extra turn, and then I'm going to cast my puzzle box or whatever costs 10 is what I'm going to cast. That's
you're playing at rank, I don't know, what's the highest rank these days? You're rank 20-ish or something?
I'm wooden chicken, I think, right now, but that's going up, buddy. That's going up.
Okay, it's funny when I think of freeze mage, it's like I think of the old days with ice block and stuff, right? Those were the good times. Ice block, cardboard. Ice block, ice lance, and then auto losing to control warrior. Okay, let's see. You guys ready for another card? Huh? What do you guys think? You ready for another one, or should we just do one? Maybe we'll do one a day for the next week. What do you think?
Maybe you could just let me talk about one. That'll be great.
Okay, all right. I'll let you. You can jump in on this one.
Give the people what they want.
Any Druid fans in the chat? Anybody like Druid? All right, you can take this one away.
All right, I just want you guys real quick to just take a look over there. Look at the next card I'm going to be drafting, defeating dreads every time I queue into them with this thing. Claw Fury Adapt, 2 mana, 2/3 Battlecry. Give all other friendly characters 1 attack this turn, including your hero, all your tokens. This card is so good. This is gonna be an auto pick in Arena. I think this will see constructed play. If there's any viable token druid or aggro druid, which is usually the case and currently the case, this card is just like. This card is going to stack damage. It's going to push lethal out of nowhere, I think. It'll allow you to just trade your opponent's River Crocs a lot of the time in Arena, which is just huge. It's a ping when it comes down. You can stack it with your hero power. I will probably never pass this card. And the only downside for it in Arena right now is it is a beast, and it can get eaten by Galaka, the pirate.
That's
so
true.
Other than that, it's probably all upside.
I think it might be worth the risk. I think you take the chance for this one.
Yeah, this one I think is better than the mage card, and the mage card is good. I don't know. This may be the best 2-drop maybe of all time.
Yeah. I think it probably is, at least for Arena. I don't know how great it'll be in constructed, but it seems like it'll be good in constructed too, because again, constructed prowess. But I think there is like a pretty good token deck. Like it's a token kind of aggro deck, and so this kind of fits what Druid wants to do. So I'm assuming we'll be getting both Arena and constructed. One thing about the card, at least in Arena, is I think sometimes you'll want to greet it, right? Like you can play it on turn 2 and kill something and ping, but you're like, oh man, can use it for like a board buff later on if you have another 2-drop or whatever it is. So it's just one of those cards. Yeah, it's one of the most busted, if not the most busted 2-drops we've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Horde's looking pretty strong.
You guys aren't going to be for the Horde, right? You're still on Team Alliance. Can we see some more for the alliances before the next card? Can I do this? It's kind of cheating, huh? Can we get some Alliance lovers in chat?
Wow, it's all Horde. Oh my god.
All right. So, how about Demon Hunter? Anyone have success with Demon Hunter right now?
Let's take a look at a Demon Hunter card.
You've been liking Demon Hunter? The hero power is always kind of that tough thing to balance around Arena, right? Where it's like, it's such a strong hero power that it becomes, it becomes difficult to balance. Well, check out this one. Battle Worn Vanguard. This is a 2-mana 2/2. After your hero attacks, summon 2 1/1 Fellwings. 2. So yeah, just first thing I thought of when I saw this card is Sharkfin Fan, actually. So when Sharkfin Fan was around in Arena, I don't think it's currently in the rotation, but with Demon Hunter it was really good because it's basically a 3/3 for 3 mana plus a hero power, right? Which is and it kind of has to be killed. But now you get 2 1/1s instead of 1. So yeah, I mean this card is just is very, very strong. I mean, I wouldn't say it's quite the druid level, but it's definitely up there. It's one of those like have to kill, because that like 2 1/1s at a time will pile up quickly. What do you think, bud?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, well, it's a 2 mana 2/2 is a little understated, but the effect is super strong. Shark Fin Fan in Arena was really good in Demon Hunter. I feel like it carried a lot of decks that just didn't get the top end stuff, but you could go under people. You can actually get like a token aggro-y build. Traveling Merchant, I think, is the most underrated, or maybe properly rated. I don't know. It's a phenomenal 3-drop. And if you can get this thing out and start swinging with your hero power and start playing 3 mana 4/5s, 3 mana 5/6s in Arena, like that card already wins games, and this just makes it even stronger. So,
and I'm assuming
slam dunk.
Sorry, I was just gonna say I'm assuming the 1/1s are demons. I'm trying to remember what the Fellwings are. I don't know how much that matters, but I'm pretty sure the Fellwings are always 1/1 demons, or no? Do you remember? Does anyone know off the top of their head?
Fellwings. I think they're demons. Yeah,
I think they are, right? Sure. Yeah.
People say there's 1 mana weapon, so you could play the 1 mana Death Rattle weapon on curve, and then play this on curve and get a 2 mana 4/4 worth of stats on curve with a weapon that draws you a Death Rattle. This thing can explode with value and tempo real quick.
I'm trying to remember all the different Demon Hunter cards for this expansion. I think there is a decent amount of synergy. There should be a decent amount of synergy with a card like this. So yeah. I would guess. I mean, it looks like it's something that would be good in constructed, but yeah, I'm not a Demon Hunter expert, so for Arena it's busted.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
is this one mine?
The 1
mana.
Another
card?
Huh?
Am I
this
getting
one was
another
mine.
Card?
You're doing the next one to start off.
Oh baby, this is great.
We have this lined up. All right, don't go off script. It's important.
I wasn't here for rehearsals.
All right. Okay, so that's quite a few class cards, but neutrals are kind of the big thing in Arena, right?
Neutrals are pretty important.
Yeah, you want to see a neutral, Redbeard? What do you think? Okay. All right.
I forgot the order, so I'm excited.
Wait, that's Sharkfin Fan. That is not the one. That's not the new card. All right, here we go.
Ooh, 2 mana, 2/3, corporal, honorable kill. Give your other minions divine shield. So, on a string of very, very powerful 2-drops, we see yet another very powerful 2-drop. Honorable kill is the new mechanic, which you need to do exact damage to trigger the effect. So if you kill a 3/2 with this, it'll trigger. If you kill a 2, a 2/1, it won't trigger. So the effect is insane. We have cards like Seed Cloud Buckler, which have really just kind of warped the Arena metagame at times. It's just a river.
Here, I got that one for you, buddy. There you go.
What? You planned on putting that up
look
there?
at that. It's crazy.
So you don't have to wait. If you drop a 1-drop, you drop this, and then drop a 3. Like, you could play a 1 mana 2/2 and a 3 mana 4/4 potentially, and just give them both Divine Shield on curve. This is the sort of card that, depending on how common it is, I think will kind of dictate like whether or not you can draft a 3/2. If this card's super common, which it probably will be, you probably don't even want to draft a single 3/2. Like, you want to make people work to get the effect to trigger. Yeah, it's another slam dunk. I don't see you ever passing this for, a 2-drop that came out before the 2-drops in this set, probably.
Yeah, for me, this card, it's one of those cards that I think it's a 2-drop, and sometimes you'll just play it on 2, but I feel like in the mid game, it's even scarier. Like, turn 5, turn 6, if you are ahead on the board and you drop this, and if they can't just kill it, then you get to play, 6 or 7 mana worth of stuff, and then take the honorable kill effect and get a full board of Divine Shields. That's where I feel like it's going to be the scariest. On turn 2, it will still be good. You can likely get a Divine Shield on your 3, but Argent Protector is a good card, but it's no like Sea Cloud Buckler. I think Sea Cloud Buckler will be a little more reliable, is kind of my thoughts if you just compare the cards, because you have more control over it outside of getting oozed. But yeah, this is like the threat of this card is just scary.
Yeah, it'll warp how you have to play against it. Like, it's one of those cards like Sethek or those type of cards that once they hit the board, you kind of have to change your game plan to kill it so the effect doesn't go off. And if it does, you may just lose the game.
Well, I think
So,
also in arena, honorable kill is gonna be pretty easy to trigger.
you
It might
think
not be
so?
so. It might not be the case as much in constructed, right? With some of the quests, and they don't play a ton of minions, etc. But in arena,
true.
when it's minion based, I feel like you're gonna if you have this down, it's gonna be pretty hard for the opponent to deny the effect, and people will probably try to play around it and then just fall further behind. So
Right. Sometimes playing around this card is going to put you farther behind than just letting the effect go off, which is
yeah,
really interesting. I think that's one of the things that makes Arena so good is you have to make those sort of decisions sometimes. Like sometimes the best play is to just let it go off. And
Yep.
that's going to be the case a lot of the time.
yeah. So I don't just to touch on constructed. I don't know. Do you see this really being a constructed card? To me, that this really screams like an arena card.
Yeah.
Right?
More than the other cards, I think this one stands out as like
if
card that's going to be an arena card.
if you're a board based deck, I mean, maybe Druid could kind of make something work with it potentially, but it really does kind of stand out as far as arena more than constructed card.
Money Hopper gives it 0% for constructed, so
Okay.
I'm gonna lean on his expertise.
Probably knows a little bit of this.
Cantaloupe too. Come on.
Okay. How about another neutral?
Why not?
Yeah, I mean, keep the neutrals rolling. I'll give the lowdown on the next one. Sneaky Scout. This is a 2-mana 3/2 with stealth and honorable kill. Your next hero power costs 0. So this card is again good. I mean, all of these 2-drops are very, very strong. I don't exactly know what rotations we'll have for the next for the next expansion, but this card with Bone Mare, I do think Stealth minions get a big bump if Bone Mare is a thing. Stealth is just valuable. And even the 2/2 that's currently in arena, that's oftentimes played on 2, being able to decide when you want to use it is really powerful. I would argue this card isn't quite on the level of some of these other 2-drops that we've talked about. It's good, like still above average, right? Better than the generic 2-drops, but the other ones are kind of a little bit above, I would say. What do you think about this one?
Well, my first thought is I like that the neutral cards are a kind of like you have to work for them a little more than some of the class cards, which is a little more synergistic. It's a little more straightforward. The Druid one and the Mage Elemental, like those cards are just kind of good, and you don't have to do much. This kind of you have to set up your plays a certain way. What I really like is it's a good way to kind of increase the power level of a 2-drop without just adding stats, right? A 2-mana 3/2 has been good in arena for a really, really long time, and that's all this is at its base stats. But it's got a cool effect. Stealth is it's relevant. Honorable kill is really good. Sometimes there's going to be cards that synergize with your hero power, so it offers a lot of strategic play and counterplay. Whereas sometimes 2-drops are something like Vile Fiend or Totem Golem, and they're just really strong because they provide a ton of stats. I think this will be strong because of the wide array of capabilities it has while still being statted well. I think, it's going to stop you from playing 4/3s as well.
I just
3-mana 4/3s are going to be tough to play when your opponent's just sitting on one of these.
Yeah, I just feel like the hero power reduction is a good mechanic for arena, because you know how bad it feels when you have to ping, and if you ping, it means that's your turn, but there's no really other option. So I think it will avoid those situations, those bad feelings a decent amount of the time. And yeah, I like seeing the power level of 2-drops go up a little bit, because like I've said, like Sunwell Initiate, we've had some really insane 3-drops, but 2-drops maybe not quite on the same level.
Yeah.
All right, and I don't think it's, again, constructed. I don't really see this doing much. I mean, I don't know if like Weapon Rogue is still a thing where you smack people in the face a bunch and me smork. It does have stealth, but I'm not sure if it will really be a thing there. All right. I talked about this one first. Okay, yeah, you're the next one.
Yeah, it's my turn.
Oh, this one.
Oh yeah, which one do I get? I forget the order, but I'm pumped.
This
I'm ready.
one, I love this card. I hate that Redbeard gets to talk about it first, but rules are rules. All right, here we go.
Oh yeah, I remember. Reconnaissance, 2-mana rogue spell. discover a death rattle from a death rattle minion from another class, and it costs 2 less. So all I know is this is my favorite card so far. I'm going to draft this every time. It's going to be really dependent on what death rattles are in Arena. You know, what the pool is. It won't matter. They're
Come on,
always
doesn't matter. You're going to take it every time anyways.
Yeah. But how good it is relative to how fun it is. It'll always be fun because it's just fun to discover a card and not pay the price. Like, you're not really paying extra to discover the card. And then sometimes you're going to, like, play this on 2, discover a 5-drop death rattle or like a Cairn and coin out a Cairn on turn 3 or 4 or whatever. And it's like, I guess, 3 or 4. And like, that's just going to win the game. Other times you're going to be able to find an answer. I think this card's awesome. It's like the Primordial Studies, the Demonic Studies. All those type of cards were so good in Arena because you could just play it when you're floating 2 mana and bank the discount, or you can just use it to figure out your turn. So flexible and so cheap. I'm gonna draft this card every time it comes up.
Chad just wants you to know that Cairn is a neutral. Okay, so you can't get it because it has to be another class. I know this is a big deal. They had to make sure that you knew this. Okay.
Okay.
You got to pick a different card. What's a good class death rattle right now?
All the Prime minions, Solarian Prime. There you go.
There we go. Okay, Chad, you happy now?
Even better than Cairn.
Anyhow, I mean, this card, like, it's just a lot of fun. I always have enjoyed the study cards a lot. I don't think any of them are in Arena right now, but
no,
they're a little more flexible than this. So 2 mana means it might be a little bit harder to fit into your turn if you don't have the intention of playing it. If it was 1 mana and may cost 1 less, be a little bit more flexible to play. But the reduction's pretty crazy. Like, playing this on turn 2 and then getting a 4 or 5 drop to play soon after is pretty nuts. So I love the card. One of my favorite cards of the ones that we're revealing, and I can't wait to play with it. Go ahead.
I think this might be the best card for Arena revealed so far. I actually think it might be the best card because chat's throwing out Rattle Gore.
Rat King's a huge one, right?
Rat King, Grey Bow. Now, again, it's going to depend on what classes and what sets are in, but there's no way you're going to miss on this card.
Yeah. Well, because it's class. I mean, there's going to be more weak death rattles that are neutrals than class cards, right? I would say, as like a general thought. So, and then for constructed, I mean, they're pushing a death rattle rogue a little bit, right? I don't know. I know there's a weapon that has synergy with it. There's a draw card that has synergy with it. So, that would be my guess of the application for constructed if it has any play. But yeah, again, Arena's great. Okay. How about Warrior? Anyone like Warrior? Do we have any Warrior fans? No. What do you mean no? What do you mean no? I'm a Warrior fan. All right. Okay. The next. Actually, no. Never mind. We're good. I thought I messed something up, but we're good. Back on track. Scrap Smith. 3 mana, 2/4. Taunt. Battle Cry. Add 2/2/4 grunts with taunt to your hand. So, this card is a lot of stats, a pretty decent amount of value, and fairly flexible. The upfront stats aren't great on it. Like, you never feel great playing a 2/4 on curve. But obviously, it's the flexibility is the thing I like best about it. So when I thought about the card first, this is what I thought about for Arena. Phantom Militia is like the thing that I think is most similar to it. But when Phantom Militia came back recently, it felt good but not great. The thing I like about Scrapsmith compared to Phantom Militia is that you can, if you only have 6 mana to use, you can save one of the 2/4s, which just makes it feel better. Like, it always feels bad when you have to play Phantom Militia for 1 or 2 and you don't get that full value. So this kind of avoids that. For me, it's a combination of Bronze Herald and Phantom Militia. If they had a baby, this is what it would be in my mind. It's good. In Arena, I don't know how much you're going to be able to buff, right? I think for constructed, the idea is that you can buff these 2/4s with the Warrior taunt buff. Oh, I can also, let me show you guys. I have the token
Show the
too.
tokens. Come on, I haven't seen the tokens yet.
Yeah. If you guys are wondering. Hold on. Don't want to reveal another card yet. There it is. Scrappy Grunt. I really like the token art, actually.
I do too.
I think it's sweet. Okay, I yapped long enough. What do you think about this card?
Yeah, I think Phantom Militia is the best comparable. I do think it's better than Militia because it's like you said, you can stack them in your hand, you can save them, you can play them all on 9 or 6 if you want, or 2. Like it's equivalent always, but the upside of being able to hold them is good. Conditioning's just a really strong card too. That fluctuates in and out of the arena pool. I think that's another good one that will stack well with this card. I think it's a step below in power level from the couple other cards we've already looked at, but I think it's a well-designed card, and I think it's going to offer, again, a lot of counterplay, a lot of planning, a lot of strategy, and I think this is a good card, especially for arena, because it's just going to slow the game down. It's going to allow you to get a couple extra draws. It's going to give you some time to find a removal spell or synergize, and I like that. That's my favorite thing about arena, is drafting a really synergistic deck that doesn't always come together, but when it does, maybe Scrapsmith ends up being better than all the 2 drops we just saw just because of how many taunt synergies you have. And that is what I like about it.
Yeah. I'd say it's like a more fair card, if you call it that. And it's a 3-drop that I don't really want to play on 3, right? Like if I try to piece together a turn 6 or something, it's better to just have this because a regular 3-drop would be way worse than this at that point. So, yeah, good, but not quite as insane as some of the other cards, right, that we've looked at.
Isherwood said we're not mentioning the package runner synergy. Good point.
Package runner? I haven't drafted a package runner ever. Maybe once. I think Chad maybe do it once. Never again. Okay. All right. So you're up for the next one, but you guys like Yeti? Good old trusty Yeti, arena staple, right? 4 mana, 4/5. Honestly, still Yeti's not bad, right? He's still drafted every now and then, right?
Oilers, new Yeti card. Let's see that guy. Come on.
Take it away.
We got Cold Tooth Yeti, rogue common, 3 mana, 1/5, combo, gain 3 attack. So you coin him out on 2, he's a 4/5. What I'd say is, again, similar to the warrior guy we just looked at, not quite as overtly powerful as some of the other cards, I think, but I really like it. I like the flavor. I like that it's a 4/5 Yeti. I like the homage to the original Yeti. I like the art. It's what I thought about it when I looked at it. It's kind of like that Scarecrow. What was that card? The Corrupt 0/5 that gave your guys +1 attack.
Yeah, 0/5 that becomes a 4/5.
What was his name?
Chat will know. Chat always knows.
Chat knows. I missed his name. Sometimes statue, right?
It's not just statue. Corrupted statue?
Yeah, corrupted statue, something like that. But he reminds me a lot of that.
Dark Moon statue. We nailed it. It only took a few of us.
I thought about it before, and I was like, oh, I'll remember it. It's like, no, I forgot the name. Dark Moon statue. So like sometimes that card would just come down as a corrupt 3 mana 4/5 and be very impactful. Like you just drop a ton of stats. And I think this Yeti will actually perform better than it looks. People, I think, will see it and see a 1/5 and think, oh, yeah, that will not be a good card. I think you can play this on 4 and play a 2 and coin it out and get one of those really strong 2-drops plus a 4/5. It's going to be a big old pile of stats, and it's going to be pretty easy to activate, I think. So I don't think it's the strongest card, but I do like sometimes cards are just really flavorful, and this feels like a very flavorful card to me, and that is wonderful.
Yeah, I also think this card's pretty good, though. I mean, I just think about how often I coin 3s in Arena these days, just because the 3-drops are so good. So, if you have coin, you 100% keep it. And if you don't, then maybe you toss it for a traditional 3-drop if you don't have, some cheap way to combo it. But, a 4/5 still dominates pretty much every 3-drop right now, except for, Basilisk or something, right? But, so, sure, it could be a little awkward to use at times, but it's also, if you're dropping it like the mid game, you're playing 2 3s and one of them's a Yeti. It's a pretty big deal. So I think it's quite good for Arena. Well above average. And worst case, you play a 1/5, and that doesn't feel good, but it's something.
I'm never playing a 1/5 Yeti. I'm always gonna play a 4/5 Yeti.
You're just gonna pass turn 3. You're gonna redagger. You're gonna hit face and redagger.
It's fine. Come on. Yetis have to be 4/5s. That's the cool thing about this card. You gotta cast a 4/5 Yeti for 3 mana.
So constructed, Red. What do you think? Any thoughts?
To me, it doesn't stand out as a staple of constructed. I just don't think the stats are high enough. I don't think the effect is strong enough. I think some of those like tokeny druid cards are just going to be able to get under cards like this in terms of minion based combat. I don't think it'll put enough pressure early to stop quests from going off. I'm not obviously an expert, but I don't see it.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel as well. All right. What's next? What's next on the list?
You tell me.
You were Yeti man, right? Yeah, you were Yeti man.
I was the Yeti man. Have
we talked about a priest card yet?
They said I'm wooden chicken, Queenie. That's my. I think I'm the wood chicken rank.
we haven't talked about a priest card yet, right?
No. And I think we have one coming up.
You know I love priests in Arena. You like
priest
too, right?
Main. I'm for the horde. I only play hunter and warrior. That's it. With my Rakara skin.
That's where you're wrong. All right, guys. The next card is Deliverance. 3 mana holy spell. Deal 3 damage to a minion. Honorable kill, summon a new 3/3 copy of it. So the first card, I actually didn't grab the image of it, but the first card that this looks like to me is Serpentine Portal, right? Serpentine? You know the word.
Yeah, Serpent Shrine.
Serpent Shrine Portal. It's kind of like that. It doesn't have overload. And you have more control over what you get with this card. Obviously, there's some pretty insane high rolls if you kill a Death Rattle minion. All right, that's a first thought where you get something much better. And at least with Portal, you do have a chance to high roll, but it costs 1 overload. So I think this is better than that card. It can't go face. That is one thing to note if you compare the cards. That this can't smork. But it's just, it's a great arena card. Anytime you have a card that removes plus develops for fairly cheap, it's just going to be great in arena. So pretty sure this one will be an auto draft. At least in arena. What do you think?
Well, first off, I like that it's a holy spell. I like that they're implementing more spell schools and cards that interact with them. Multicaster and stuff like that is just cool. Cards that reduce certain spell types, so hopefully we see more of that type of stuff, and cards like this can have different implications. In terms of its power level, you kind of maybe said it before, but I think this might be the best one we've seen so far. I can't see passing this. As chat's mentioned, you can shoot your own minions, so you're just going to be able to resummon new copies of things. Eggs get better. Cards that summon other minions when they die. I think this card is a lot better than Serpent Shrine Portal because the times where you're killing an 8/3 and summoning an 8-drop for 3 mana, it's going to be insane. You're getting a 3/3 copy of it, but it's just going to be insane what you can pull off with this at times. Like the upside of this card is going to be so high. And it's just like you need cheap targetable removal in arena and minions. This is effectively a 3 mana 3/3 that kills a minion, right? And cards like that are just 2-for-1 tempo gains, value gains. Like I think you're going to just take this card every time. Sometimes you're just going to kill a minion, and that's fine too, like a Shadow Bolt or whatever type of effect like that. Like you're going to use kind of an awkward Frostbolt or a Bash. It's going to function like that. But when it's killing something and it's summoning it, you're just going to have such a huge swing.
Yeah, that is one thing. It won't be quite as consistent, let's say, as Portal, because if you're dealing 2 to a 5/2 or whatever, it's just a removal. So that is definitely one thing to keep in mind. I've seen a few people asking in chat, so I'll just answer. What is honorable kill? So you only get the honorable kill effect if you do exact damage. So that means you use this, you kill a 3 health minion, you will get the summon. If you do 2 damage, you don't. If it doesn't kill it at all, then you don't, etc., etc. So yeah, it's the new keyword that's coming in the expansion.
I like it though.
Yeah, no, I mean, I really like this card. I like playing Priest, and sometimes you do struggle to kind of deal with just like a 3/3 or 2/3 or whatever. And tempo swings are a huge deal, so I like it a lot, at least for Arena. For Constructed, I'm not really sure. It definitely looks more like an Arena card to me, right?
I think it depends on how many, zoo type builds, minion type builds there are, and what cards become staples of the meta. And I think that's an interesting part about it is if it is super, heavy on 2/3s or 4/3s that have upside and have relevance, and this card might be enough to slow people down, summon a copy, and maybe build a more control-y priest type build. So that I think could be interesting too.
Okay. All right. Now, one priest card isn't enough, right? It's not.
Ooh, more priest cards.
Yeah, we need at least one more priest card, right? Chat, you guys are priest fans too. Yeah? Yes, more. Yes, more. All right, this one's all you, buddy.
Okay, 5 mana, 5/5 Spirit Guide. We got a 5 mana, 5/5 Taunt, Death Rattle, draw a Holy Spell, and a Shadow Spell. So first thing I'll say is Arena card, just good, man. 5 mana, 5/5 Taunt is totally fair stat line. Things like that still will see play. A 5 mana, 5/5 Taunt, draw 2 cards, just in general, would be a really strong card, I think. But when you can get targeted draw and find a Holy Spell or a Shadow Spell, that's going to put it over the top. I think this card is really good. There's a ton of Shadow and Holy spells that are relevant. Shadow Word Death, Holy Nova, cards that are just staples. We just had Devour Mind, Call to the Grave. Like, you're just going to get a ton of value, and people are going to have to go through it. The only issue in terms of it as an Arena card is if you don't have the Holy spells or the Shadow spells. But I think historically it's been pretty easy. Even in this meta currently, where there are less class cards and seemingly less spells, I'm still drawing everything I want to draw from cards like this. I think it's just going to be super consistent, most likely, once we get another rotation or the set gets integrated in.
Yeah, I would say for this card stood out to me as the most constructed looking card, maybe of all of them. Just because draw 2 and targeted draw 2 is a good and constructed, and it has taunt, so it also protects your face. So yeah, my guess is that actually this card will be quite good in both Arena and constructed. And like you said, I get a pretty good variety of spells these days. There's good Holy and Shadow spells. So, and the way I see it is, even if you just draw one, you get a little unlucky and you draw one of your other spells. If you just draw one, it's still okay, right? 5 mana, 5/5 taunt, draw 1 is good. So if it draws 2, it's absolutely bonkers.
Yeah.
I hope I get to pick it a lot because I like Priest. Yeah.
Yeah, this one's pretty straightforward. I think there's just almost no way this will not see play in multiple formats just because of the amount of value you're getting. For sure in Arena.
All right. One left. We've already gone through 10 cards.
Wait, this is our last one.
Yeah.
This is my favorite one.
Well, unfortunate for you, I get to talk first.
Well, that's fine because I can counteract any points, any bad things you may say about this.
Okay, all right. The next one, I'm really excited about it. It's got great art. You guys are gonna love it. Mountain Bear.
Wow.
7.
Beautiful.
you had to slip something in there. Huh?
Sorry.
I'm just messing with you. Mountain Bear is a 7 mana 5/6 beast. And look at the cub. Remember, do you see the cub?
Show the tokens.
No. Wait. First I gotta say the whole thing. Okay, then we'll go the token. Okay.
All right.
7 mana 5/6 beast. Taunt. Death Rattle. Summon 2 2/4 cubs with taunt. Wait, hold on. I want to make sure I click on the right thing. Oh, look at that. I love this cub. Everyone goes crazy about the cute Murloc and the cute penguin, but look at that cub. Yeah, it's just super cute. Yeah, I mean, it's a great card. It's a great card. It reminds me a little bit. So let's see what I had queued up here. It reminds me a little bit of kind of like an enhanced Dreadlord, maybe a little bit like Ring Matron. I know those are Warlock cards, but it's kind of similar. Maybe a little bit of like a a new version of High Main 2, right? It's a kind of similar stat line. This card's a little more defensive, right? Because you get taunt on everything. But it just seems good. These sticky cards are always really good in Arena, where you have a decent body. Obviously, a 7 mana 5/6 isn't great, but you have a decent body, and it spawns relevant bodies because they have taunt. All right, I know you're excited about this one.
I don't have that much more to say. I just really love the art. I love the Cubs. There will for sure be a some sort of Photoshop edit of my face on the mama and you on the Cub posted
please
on
don't
Twitter
do that.
at some point.
Please, Chad. He was talking about this, but when we were talking earlier before the stream, he's like, that it's going to happen. I'm like, I don't want my face on here. If anything, swap done. It. I'll be the mountain bear. You can be the little cub.
No, I don't think well, that'd be okay too. Well, maybe we'll make multiple ones. So this is just a Photoshop dream. What I'd say is in terms of Arena, this card is going to be really good, I think. I think it's probably a little worse than Ring Matron, probably a little better than Enhanced Dreadlord on average, I would think, just because it's cheaper and it puts out 2 bodies and it's in Hunter, so I think that's a big deal. There was another the Dragon Maw Skystalker. I think it's pretty similar to that as well. Yep. 1 more mana, and that card's still just like an auto pick right now. Like yesterday, as early as yesterday, I drafted one, and you're just always happy to have it. It's really annoying. I think silences are going to be super premium for cards like this, and just in general, I like that they're printing more flexible silences, so cards like this won't feel quite as oppressive. And if this gets silenced, you're not really losing out on everything. You're still getting a relevant minion. So I just think it's a good balanced bomb. This will be a bomb in Arena, I think. Like, you just draft it, and then this is your top end card. And again, it's just going to enable turns 8, 9, 10 to happen, or your opponent's just going to kind of get stomped by it when they kill it. So.
Yeah, and I mean, it's kind of a more defensive card, I would say. But at the same time, since there's so much taunt, it also protects your other minions. So it's like having to go through this and through the 2/4s, if there's a 5/2 or something left on the board, is going to be pretty annoying. So I think it's really good. Hopefully we get it drafted a lot. I'll be drafting a lot. Redbeard won't get it. I will get it.
Well, you're just gonna get eaten by a Galaka pirate. So
Stop!
That's
Don't
fine.
say that. Don't bring up Galaka during the card reveal. Okay.
Hey, side note. This into Jewel of N'Zoth, I will for sure do that. So just keep that in mind.
Good luck. I believe in you.
All right. Gonna get from the Rogue card. Yeah, that Rogue 2 mana card can get you this card on turn 5.
That's a good call. Yeah. That seems fair.
When I do it, it will be.
All right, guys. So that's all of the cards. That's all that we've got to reveal. I hope you guys enjoyed it. One last thing.